Now I want to deal with the real knight endgames, where both sides have a knight. Botvinnik's rule or law that knight endings are like pawn endings will be dealt with in the next clip. I want to start here with the fight knight and pawn against knight and Fine's fine rule. Supported passed pawn by its own king, which has reached the 7th rank, wins. This is Fine's rule. If it hasn't reached the 7th rank, then such configurations might be drawn. We will see an example soon, but here white wins. It takes some time, of course, until white's knight can deflect black's, but sooner or later it can always or almost always be achieved, as Fine has found out. Okay, b8 queen would not be the best move, but the king now can go to the knight check shadow, and sooner or later white must be winning. And okay, so the sample line with the generated with the endgame table base goes like this, and now the knight is deflected and the pawn will queen. If the pawn is only on the 6th rank, then there are also many drawing configurations like this one. It looks good for white, I agree, but white can't win according to the table basis. And one reason is that white can, of course, deflect the knight or force it away, but the knight finds a way to deal with the problem thanks to the tactical abilities it has. Yeah, this is always a fine guideline, of course, or the fine borderline. Sometimes the knight looks clumsy, can be restricted and dominated with these geometrical patterns. Sometimes the knight can be astonishingly quick. This is one of the fascinating aspects of chess, I think, and the knight is one piece which adds a lot of fascination to the royal game, and it makes sense that you study its movements carefully. Okay, this was Fine's guideline. In the game Gallo Ponce Rocha Sao Jose do Rio Preto 2012, white managed indeed to win. Knight f4 would only be a draw, but knight e5 does win. And white, managed to convert here. It is possible for humans if treated carefully, but there are many Zugzwangs and reciprocal Zugzwangs with the knights, and sometimes they can be a bit confusing for the human eye. Okay, here now white of course goes to the knight check shadow and also gives black a body check, and here king e7 would be more tenacious. You can study the line. It's not so easy. But here it is insufficient. The pawn hasn't reached the rank now, and here, so this is always a borderline case with a pawn on the 6th, but here white does win. But here, of course, is no such guideline as Fine's rule. It is just, must always calculate it in any specific concrete case. If, for example, Fine's case can be reached and the position is won, or like this. Or if it is not the case and the defender can draw, like in the case we have seen already. Here it is a draw. Here fine details determine the outcome. Very specific details. Okay. Knight check shadow. Here white does indeed win. Knight e8 is not so good. Now the king is very strong, body check, and also fighting against the knight very efficiently. And so black resigned. The typical deflection sacrifice is also a very typical motive. Knight c6 also wins, but of course here care must be exercised. b7 would violate do not rush and would be drawn after knight c5, but the restricting king e6 still wins, as now black's knight is dominated in the northwards direction.